This is Past Tense Part 4. Why two forms of past tense? That's a reasonable question. I mean, think about it. In English, we have one form of the past tense. In Spanish, they have two. There must be some reason, there must be some logical explanation why they feel the need to have two forms of the past tense. And there is. Look at the following three statements and try to decide how many times they happened. Number one, when I was little, I got lost. Well, once or lots of times. Number two, the president lied. Once or lots of times. Number three, when they were little, my sisters ate dirt. Once or lots of times. In English, there's no way to know if the aforementioned events happened once or lots of times. Aforementioned. What a great word. I've always wanted to use that word, at least once in my life. However, in Spanish, the use of preterite or imperfect solves the mystery. The mystery of how many times did it happen. Sounds like a Hardy Boys book or a Nancy Drew novel. The mystery of how many times did it happen. Whoa, coming soon to bookstores near you. If the verb is in the preterite, the event happened just one time. If the verb is in the imperfect, the event happened lots of times. Okay? Now, here's a little tip for you to remember that imperfect means it happened lots of times. Everybody say imperfectly, imperfectly. If you're an athlete and you do something imperfectly, you do it many, many times to get better. Or if you're a scholar and you do something imperfectly, you do it many, many times to get better or to perfect it. So imperfect means it happened lots of times. Now, when I was little, I got lost. Well, if it's preterite, I got lost once. If it's imperfect, I got lost lots of times. The president lied. Preterite, he lied one time. Imperfect, the Abba es stuff, he lied lots of times. So hopefully when they were little, my sisters ate dirt would be preterite. Otherwise, yuck. What were my sisters, like trees or part plant or something? All right. So here's the takeaway. A preterite verb means the event happened one time in the past. Remember that chant? If it ends in an E, it was done by me once with an accent. If it ends in an O, it was done by Joe once with an accent. That's preterite. Imperfect, a verb, means the event happened lots of times, or it fits under the heading adore. Remember we talked about I adore Fred Flintstone and Fred Flintstone coming through a door? A, it's imperfect if you're talking about age or appearance in the past. D, the verb is imperfect if you're describing day, date, time, or weather in the past. O, the verb is imperfect if you're talking about something ongoing in the past, like I was eating, we were talking. R, obviously, it's imperfect if it's repeated. That's pretty common. And E, imperfect is used for every past event for which we cannot say just one time. Like, she was beautiful just one time. That doesn't make any sense, so it's going to be imperfect. The house was big just one time. That doesn't make any sense. So again, your default, your go-to, your Control-Alt-Delete is imperfect. Past tense is imperfect. The only time you use preterite, the only time you use the if it ends in an E, it was done by me, if it ends in an O, it was done by Joe, if the event happened one time. Okay, tough concept. You might want to go back and watch some of these clips again. This concludes past tense, why two forms of the past.